Hello, my name is Martin Zorrilla and I'm here to talk about Buenos Aires, Argentina. Argentina is one of the most touristic cities in the world. The city of Buenos Aires, Argentina, is a city that most of the Latin American citizens want to go visit and see, mostly because of the rich culture history that Buenos Aires offers. The city of Buenos Aires was founded twice. It was first founded in 1536 by an expedition led by the Spaniard Pedro de Mendoza, who named it Nuestra Señora Santa María del Buen Aire, Our Lady St. Mary of the Good Air. He was made the first governor general of the Rio de la Plata region. That settlement soon fell victim to local Indians and to deficient supplies, and the survivors had to retreat up the river to the fortified settlement of Asunción. Nearly 50 years later, Juan de Garay led a more substantial expedition back to the site, and there, the mouth of the Riachuelo River, he founded the city which he called Ciudad de Trinidad, City of Trinity. In 1580, huge tracts of land in the environs of the city were granted to members of the expedition, and they began immediately to harvest the pastoral animals that had multiplied since being left by the original. Want to know something very interesting? There's a presidential palace called the Pink House, where you can hire a guy to show you around. Next thing you can visit in Buenos Aires is the Plaza de Mayo, that receives its name from the month that the independence of Argentina happened. There is also a Japanese garden with exhibitions and koi fishes. Lastly, the Metropolitan Cathedral, which is an ancient cathedral of the Pope. Healthcare in Buenos Aires, like most of urban Argentina, is a high-quality healthcare. Charges and quality of public healthcare can vary significantly, and while doctors tend to be well-trained, waiting for specialists can take time. Emergency care is generally free, even for tourists and foreigners. There are numerous excellent private clinics in Buenos Aires, and many of the doctors have trained abroad, so most speak English. There are German and British hospitals. The British hospital offers various healthcare plans in the city as well. Buenos Aires is an increasingly popular destination for cosmetic surgery, where the procedures are professional and the cost a fraction of what they would otherwise cost in the USA or most of Europe. On January 9 of 1919, a massive funeral procession through the streets of Buenos Aires became a massacre. Argentina has one of South America's biggest media markets. TV is the dominant medium, and the main networks are operated by large privately owned companies. The media are generally free from official censorship. The country has one of the region's highest rates of internet use. Facebook is a top social platform. Economy. The importance of Buenos Aires, the country's chief port and the largest in South America, to the national economy is related to Argentina's overwhelming dependence on the production and export of agriculture commodities. Buenos Aires is the country's chief point of consumption, processing, and shipping, but right now the economy in Buenos Aires is decreasing, that Argentina Buenos Aires can be classified as in the verge of poverty. Today, Buenos Aires infrastructure works are in full speed, and in some areas of the city are almost unrecognizable. It is the greatest transformation in decades, and if some work can be the subject of controversy, or even considered paranoid, nobody who circulates the city passes them by unnoticed, nor can they ignore the positive impact. Carrying out this work is the government of Buenos Aires and the Ministry of Transport of the nation, which are adding 974 works simultaneously with a cost of 43,869,000,000 pesos. According to the head of government of Buenos Aires, Horacio Rodríguez Larreta, the Paseo Bajo will be ready by April 2019 and cost around 6.405 billion pesos. Although the project was devised 50 years ago, the work only began in May 2017. From an engineering point of view, it is a very sophisticated construction as well. The road infrastructure is going to be the most striking construction of the past half-century, said Larreta. The new corridor will be extended for 7.1 kilometers from Brazil Street to the exit toll of the Ilia Highway, and have 12 lanes, 4 exclusive for trucks and long-distance buses, and the remaining 8 for light vehicles. While winter records in tourism exceed expectations in Argentina, particularly to a devalued peso, there's some more good news out of the travel sector. Argentina has officially robbed Brazil's historic spot, the destination to receive the most tourists in South America. 6.7 million tourists in 2017 to be exact. Forecast shows this figure should increase up to 7 million this year, representing a growth rate close to 5%. The future of Buenos Aires, the way I see it, is a very bright future. I would like to go visit it someday. So, I invite you to come and see the beautiful city that is Argentina, Buenos Aires.